Ladies and gentlemen, Record Store Day 2016 has arrived. We're at Matt's place now. This is where the massive jam session is going to happen. This is early Saturday morning. We're just about to head out to Moncton, make our way back through Fredericton, and cap it off with a little jam session. It's Record Store Day 2016, TBC style. All right, we made it to Moncton. We're outside Dexter's Flea Market. It's the first thing that's open now before the record stores get open. We're going to go in and see if we can find some treasures. So let's do this, guys. Will, you want some? There's some old tree for you. Oh, you just okay. I'll shut up now. What's that? Anything good in there? Not in this batch. Now we're outside of Dexter's Flea Market. All of us, I think, found something. So we'll start off with Chad. Chad's new to TVC. And
what's up, Chad?
So.
Hey, so what I found was a couple of Tears for Fears items. Oh, I can't find the other one. One's a small single, and this is also a single.
So it's like a 12-inch single, too.
Yeah, it just seems a bit unique, so that's why I selected that one. And then I'm on a Dire Straits bandwagon, so I also found
fittingly on
Love of
Record Store Day. That doesn't look unlike
And
Ride the Lightning. That cover
Nice.
there.
Very cool.
Even the
Definitely
color
has the same motif.
or the back cover of Creatures of the
Yes,
Night.
and oh, Tim, speaking of your earlier reference to Twisting by the Pool, I found
The EP. Yeah.
found this, so
So that was the first Dire Straits album you just set down.
that's my score.
Yep.
How'd you make out, Will?
Well, first we got Peter Criss, Out of Control.
Yeah,
Pizza
from
Kiss.
his first post-Kiss solo album. It's a gem, I'm sure.
Then we got cassettes.
Do you have a
Love
cassette
Leopard
player?
Hysteria.
He does.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
good,
listened
good.
to them. Kiss
Animal Eyes. I thought you had Animal Eyes.
I thought he had hysteria, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great album.
score.
5150.
Balance,
Balance.
yeah. And
The
you
worst
ate one
one.
too?
One's on cassette.
yeah,
Impressive.
three great albums.
So, all right. Did you get anything, Matt?
I'll show you what I got.
All right. Yeah. Patches.
Just
So here, yeah, so
trying to complete my Kiss patch collection.
if he had Mary, he'd have Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Exactly.
So, all right. So I got just cheap from the year 2000. This isn't a great album. One good song on it. Bon Jovi Crush. Add to my Bon Jovi cassette collection. Really surprised to find this. This is from 1990. Kim Mitchell, I Am a Wild Party, his live album. This is it's an original Canadian issue. It's all there would have been, and so that was a good score. Underrated album, not a successful one. Night Ranger Man in Motion. This came out in '88. This is in great shape. I've never actually seen this on vinyl before. Been listening to this band's newer stuff a lot, so I found Europe, the Final Countdown on record. You don't see it on record a lot. You usually see it on cassette. And the rarest one, the one I've had my eye on
Tim's
for a
had
while,
his eyes on this for a while.
White Snake, Saints and Sinners from '82. This is a German edition. It actually has German tour dates. It's not a sticker. It's just printed right on the back cover of the album. And this is a version that's on EMI. Oh, it's got a full lyric sheet, which is more than I thought would come with it. It's more than it comes with the CD. So, yeah, RSD off to a good start. And we're off now to Spin It. So we're outside of one of my favorite stores ever on Record Store Day or any other day, but it kind of makes it more special that it is Record Store Day. It's Spin It here in downtown Moncton. Matt's behind the camera. I'm going to try and sell some of my old Nintendo stuff and a couple of records, see if I can get some store credit, and probably give it back to him. We'll see what happens.
So I got Kiss My Ass, Van Halen 2 on cassette, Van Halen on cassette, Hot in the Shade, and Asylum, and then I got Hot in the Shade,
It's vinyl records,
Hot in the Shade, and Animal Eyes.
bro. Eyes. Nice job.
All right. First time to TVC. This fine gentleman here is my brother-in-law, Jeff, making his debut appearance on TVC, and Jeff got himself some vinyl. Jeff can tell you all about it.
All right, what we got here, we got Fu Manchu's seminal album, King of the Road, Face Melting, Drop D Tuning, surfer rock, stoner rock, heavy duty stuff. Boom, next thing we get, Nashville Pussy's new record, Up the Dosage. AC/DC inspired Southern rock, but like take Southern rock and marry it with an episode of Breaking Bad. It's just terrible. The dirtiest of the dirty Southern rock and roll for your head.
Nice.
All right. I don't know how I can follow that up.
Himself.
Yeah, I did all right. I successfully got rid of my old Nintendo, which doesn't work, and got some games worth, some store credit, which is, first of all, get the gift out of the way. Jeff so kindly, I thought he was getting this for himself. This is an album I have, but this is a new version of it, Master of Puppets. This is the Blackened Records version that they did on their own label.
Nice, Jeff.
So that was a nice surprise. Didn't expect that. I got, it's not an original, but I got it anyway. It's Journey's Greatest Hits. This is 2011 reissue. Don't have it on vinyl. So there it is. $5. Aldo Nova's third album, Twitch. And let's see, this one is a replacement. First Coney Hatch record because I think the cat got in my other one, clawed the corner out of it, so I rebought it. Unexpected, another Whitesnake album. I think except for Slide It In, I've got most of them on vinyl now. This is Snakebite. This is actually the very first thing that came out. This is really rare because it's a Canadian edition on United Artists Records. It's not a Geffen reissue by any chance. Cover slightly different than what was on the EP. So that was a nice find. And bunch of cassettes. First of all, it's an 8-track that I have, but it's in way, way better shape than the copy I had. The copy I had was all, it looks just like this, except it was all, must have been in the sun. It was all raised and wrinkled. Since April Wine, the whole world's going crazy, and I also think somebody wrote on the one I had. And yeah, some cassettes. A lot of April Wine. I went over my April Wine collection, cassette collection, because they can look so different. And so what I've got here is this is Greatest Hits, a very old edition of it. That's what it looks like on the side there. Electric Jewels, I have this, but not the gold or the silver blue reissue from Aquarius. Same thing. This one's seen better days, but it's a Power Play reissue. I think I've got 3 versions of this now, all of which look completely different, which is the thing about cassettes. And Aerosmith, an album that I just got on record as well, thanks to Chad, Classics Live 2. This is a reissue. So, as expected, a very successful venture into Spin It. Next up, we're going to eat, and then we're going to resume. Okay? All right, the ceremonial...
My nipples are getting cold.
I bet they are. Could dial a telephone.
My nipples. This is terrible.
They're intentionally not looking.
Fix my nipple. I know they're
Right.
different.
resisting. Oh, they want to look.
They're just reading Will's reaction, going, do what he does. Ignore it. Oh, there. Oh, it smells like ink. Gross.
It's brand
All right.
new, yeah. So we're outside Second Spin here in Fredericton, where Jeff and Will both found something.
Did you find Mo?
I got Van Halen OU812.
Oh, your favorite Van Halen record?
Unfortunately, couldn't find my favorite.
I got Red Fang's debut album. They're kind of heavy rock from Seattle. Rock and Rollers, Relapse Records.
Thanks to everyone on there. It's a very important day for all of us, Record Store Day. My album, London Tomorrow, it's $25. Enjoy your Record Store Day, and do send me an email if you'd like free tickets for Harbour Station, because I will genuinely post them to you. And let's give a round of applause to Backstreet Records that we love very much. Thank you very much indeed, mate. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, exactly. Damn right.
To buy one of your records?
Oh, legend. Thanks, man. Cool. Awesome, yeah. Hey, who's getting married?
That's me.
Congratulations, my friend.
Nice to meet you, James.
Congratulations, you too, man. Congratulations. When's the wedding?
July.
July. Still got time to get out of it. Fantastic. Wonderful. And to you, Matthew, yes?
Yes, please. Thank
The silver, that silver doesn't come out well now. Maybe.
Oh, does it? Sure, whatever you think.
That where you are, yeah? If it doesn't come out... Oh, that's actually... Oh, yours is a good one. Thank you. Yeah, man. No, man. It's good to see you. Yeah. So we're doing round the corner, and then we may have time to knock back another drink, I think, before we head to Moncton. But They actually bumped our status. A punk band wanted to do our time, so we actually have a tiny bit extra time. And that's a good hand. You sure? I'll swap your black for yeah. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it. And if you guys want to come to the show, let me know. I'll take you see you. Thank you very much. See you again soon. Cheers.
Stand in front of Second Spin Records here. We just left Back Street. We're back here at Second Spin. James Mullinger, comedian, well-known comedian, lives in St. John, originally from England. He's currently inside there. He's selling his comedy album, which is only available on vinyl. And it was run back to the car to get one of these shirts that Matt made specially for this day to complimentary give one to James. So we're just waiting for him to finish up and come back out.
Welcome back to Vinyl Confessions with Tim Durling. It is April 15th, 2016, Record Store Day, and it's fun.
Does anyone know where?
We got,
Where's Tim?
wait,
Hold on a second. Where's Tim?
just wait. You got Tim? Hold
What's
it.
that noise? Are we missing the...
Tim, did you wash your
Oh,
hands?
jeez.
Did you wash your hands?
I swear I washed my hands.
All right.
Hey!
Look at the eye.
Look at the eye. So guys, pretty good haul. We all ended up with something.
Mm-hmm.
This is Matt was kind of the ringleader behind this, so we'll let him go over his what he got today.
No, I spent most of the day taking photos and video of these cool guys on the road trip. Loved doing it. Did find two things that were on my list. Actually, the top two things I wanted to find. So I'll just show you right here. This is Iron Maiden's Empire of the Clouds. It's a really cool kind of die-cut single from their last record, Book of Souls. Very happy to get that one in Fredericton. And my favorite find today would be a comedy album from James Mullinger. So James is a British comedian, but actually he doesn't like to be called British. He is an Atlantic Canadian comedian. From St. John, hilarious dude. And inside, he signed it for me. So that was really cool. Thanks, James.
Are you in the audience in that picture?
Oh
or is
yeah,
that a
actually
different,
that's me, like right
that he
right
signed
there.
over.
Yeah, right over the word record. So.
The glasses. I'm sure you can all see this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that was
Take
really
our word
cool.
for it. Matt is in that picture. So that was Matt's latest finds.
Take it away.
Take it away. Well, look, there's a few things that we went over place by place that we got, and I'm just going to kind of throw mine all together. I'll start with the stuff that isn't vinyl and not finish strong with the vinyl. This is a recap. Some of these are kind of rebuys for me. I do buy cassettes when I see them. First thing is this is April Wine, The Whole World's Going Crazy on, yes, 8-track. I got this at Spin It, and I already have this one, but the one I have is in really bad shape. This one's actually quite good. There's not a lot of wear and tear to the label, so I thought it was worth buying again. And I did an earlier TVC where I went through my April Wine cassettes, because between the US and Canadian versions and the number of times that these albums have been reissued, they look way different. So I bought 3 cassettes that I already own in some form or another, but I bought them again just because they look different. This is Electric Jewels. This is from the mid-'80s when Aquarius reissued all the April Wine. Capitol Records did this in Canada with the silver blue kind of look to it. So that's Electric Jewels. I had that in an earlier version. It's Power Play, same thing. That one's really rough shape. So that's what that looks like. And this is an original version of the Greatest Hits, different than the one that I already had. A couple other cassettes. The only one I have, pretty sure from the year 2000, towards the retail tail end of this Bon Jovi's Crush album, with It's My Life, the only good song on here, pretty much. That's not even been opened. And I also got Aerosmith Classics Live. And now the big stuff, the vinyl. The reason we do this, the reason there's Record Store Day any year.
I'll hold them for you.
So, yeah, so this is, so Kim Mitchell, I Am a Wild Party, was really surprised to find this. This is from 1990. There's no reissues, there's never been any reissues. This is an original. Wasn't a lot of vinyl coming out when the 90s, the calendar flipped over to the 90s, so that was a cool find. I wanted to say that for the last.
Sure.
Got this just recently at Evergreen Traders in Fredericton, the Alice Cooper Show, his really crappy live album.
Shots fired.
Can't wait to listen to it.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper.
Alonova Twitch, his third album. That was only $5. I got that at Spin It. Rebuying some more CanCon here. Coney Hatch. Shout out to Carl Dixon and the guys. Their first album again, replacing a slightly damaged one of mine. A couple of Whitesnake albums. I think I've went over these already, but it doesn't matter because it's my show, right? All right. Snake Bite from 1978. This is a Canadian edition on United Artists Records. Rather rare. Wasn't expecting to see this. Almost missed it. And then Saints and Sinners. Again, the German version. Yeah, I was hoping that was still there, and it was. A couple more like 80s rock albums. You all know what this is. I'm sure you all had it on cassette at one point. Europe, the Final Countdown. Night Ranger, Man in Motion. Don't see this on vinyl very much. No big hits on this album. That makes it a little underrated, which, me being me, makes it one of my favorites. Journey's Greatest Hits. I know now that I've bought it, I'll probably find an original CBS version, but I don't care, so this is a reissued version. And a gift from my brother-in-law, Jeff. And I'm going to do something. By the way, this is Metallica Master of Puppets 2016 Record Store Day Ambassadors. That's what these shirts are all about that Matt so wonderfully, tastefully designed for us. Just different enough so that there's nothing going on copyright-wise. This is a Blackened Records recording, and in honor of this occasion, and Jeff insisted, I'm going to do something I never do. Open a new piece of vinyl to see how this compares with my original one. Let's see if I can do this with just a fingernail.
Can we get you a knife? You good?
I think I got it.
He's got it, folks.
Yep.
He's a professional.
Lee press on nails is the secret.
All right.
You can smell the metal.
This the new metal goodness. So this okay, so as opposed to just the sleeve, it's got a single page with the usual lyrics, pictures, and all the credits that were in the original. I think the color scheme's a little different, but this is quite similar to mine. And then there's the vinyl itself, plain white sleeve, the logo. Let's see. Pristine colored, not colored, but just pristine vinyl. Never been touched. I may, now that I've gone through the trouble of opening this, I may have to actually put this on the turntable, just because.
Yeah. Ooh, that's close. First Van Halen album. Van Halen 2. 5150. OU812. And Balance. Something that I apparently already have. Def Leppard Hysteria.
Never have too many of those.
Kiss Hot in the Shade. Asylum. And Animalized. Got Kiss My Ass on CD. And for vinyl, I got Peter Criss Out of Control. Double Platinum. Then I got Kiss Animalized, the 2014 reissue. Hot in the Shade, the 2014 reissue. And Van Halen OU812.
Hi there, I'm Chad, and I started off with very easy listening couple of bands here. One is Tears for Fears, a couple different versions of the same single, Mother's Talk. So, and this is is that a gatefold, Tim?
That's a gatefold, Chad.
So that was kind of unique and it was well priced, so I snatched that up. And then I got some easy listening. I really do enjoy Van Morrison when I need to retreat and recharge and solitude and quiet. So I got Avalon Sunset, Wavelength, Poetic Champions Compose, and A Sense of Wonder. And now moving into the rock genre, which I also love. I've got some Dire Straits, Love Over Gold. This has some excellent guitar picking on it, as well as their first album, which also has some excellent guitar picking on it. And this EP, which I'd never seen before, but I saw 3 or 4 copies of it today, and it has Twisting by the Pool and another single which I don't know the tune, so I'll check that out later. I picked up a Sega album. I've been recently getting into Sega, and also a classic Journey album, Frontiers.
All right, I'm Jeff Kimball. I am Tim's brother-in-law, and the boys, hi Tim, were nice enough to invite me along for Record Store Day today, and also Tim's bachelor party. Congratulations, Timothy. All right, so my tastes tend to skew a little bit to the more independent and the heavy stuff. So first one I managed to find today, all my records are new records. I couldn't find any old stuff that I like. So I've got Red Fang's self-titled debut album, which is super heavy, like distortion, amplifier, worship, heavy rock stuff from Seattle, out on Relapse Records. Kill Chicago, these guys are from Fredericton doing, what am I going to call it? Like progressive traditional rock, can we call it that? And super good dudes. The record says it was recorded in a basement in 2015, and it's got a New Brunswick government logo on it, so a little bit of funding on that one, I suspect. All right, next one we got is Low. Their record, Come On, put out on Sub Pop Records in 2011. You know, heaviness, good heaviness. And speaking of heaviness, Fu Manchu, the kings of like stoner rock, Southern California, surf, metal, hot rods, van culture. And even cooler is these ones, my last two. So I've got some Chartreuse vinyl on that one. And the last album I picked up was the latest Nashville Pussy, ex-members of 9 Pound Hammer. And again, these are like AC/DC, but if AC/DC's church, this is a biker bar. It's pretty raucous stuff, but it's everything rock and roll is supposed to be. And this stuff is on clear vinyl. Have fun.